Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high. We're living life, let's fly. Off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Ooh. Off tap life.
Guys, I've had this topic, this conversation cross my mind so many times. I've had it with you guys. I've probably had it with other people. I've had it freaking it's one of those things though that annoys me because, I'll see something and I'll be like, but just be reminded about just how ludicrous and crazy and stupid it all is. How it just doesn't make sense, right? You guys know from the topic here, from the title, that obviously I'm talking about something crazy, which the craziest thing that you can possibly think of is just our own existence, right? Because it doesn't add up. Nothing adds up. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, religious, if you're Muslim, whatever religion you believe in, if you're scientific, you believe in science, you know what I mean? And the big boom, or coming from gorillas, or whatever you believe in, none of it adds up, right? None of it makes sense. It just all is just crazy, because there's this one part of the whole origin of every story that no one can answer, and they can just give a good idea of what they think. And even sometimes they can't even do that, because at the end of the day, the question is, but how, right? There's a saying, oh, there was a big boom, or there was a spark, or there was this, but what caused that? Like, or, God created the heavens and earth. Okay, but who created God? Like, how has God come to exist? Like, getting your mind around the something from nothing, it doesn't, think about it. Like, really think about what we're talking about. We're talking, listen, we can't even, how are you going to tell me I live on this freaking thing? They're going to call it a planet. They're going to call it a planet, right? We call it the rock, whatever we want to call it. But the thing is floating in the middle of nothingness, right? It's just floating space, right? Just it's there, right? They're going to tell you all it's spinning and stuff. And it's, how is it just spinning there and not falling, or like, what's cool? Like the sun, it's in the sun's orbit. Okay, but how is the sun just chilling there? Like, there's so many components here that your mind, you go crazy. I'm serious. I think a lot of people have gone insane. If you sit and attempt to figure this all out, which you can't, it's beyond our grasp of reasoning, which is silly, right, to think about, because, well, how can there possibly be some other reasoning? Like, think about, that drives me crazy. Like, how can this whole planet just be, not just this one, a bunch of others. Apparently there's so many infinity, like billions and billions of stars and planets. So far, we can't even get to the one next to us. We can't, we're struggling to get back to the moon. Like, but all this stuff is just there. Anywhere they tell you, look up at the sky, the stars, that, oh, you mean those stars? Those ones are already dead. What you're seeing isn't even really there, because it's already dead. Like, right? I was reading somewhere the new telescope, the James Webb, or whatever that new telescope thing is, freaking, they seeing back into the beginning of time or something, they're saying. How are you going to tell me you seeing back to the... Make it make sense somehow. None of this... They see it into the beginning of the time, the light, they see him back 16 billion, the cosmos, how none of it makes sense, right? It's the reality of the situation, because again, you can't tell me how can something come from nothing. How can it just be that it is what it is? You know what I mean? It just can't be. There has to be an origin story for everything, right? Like, there has to be some sort of origin story, right? Even if you believe the monkey one, which is just silly, I debunk that in 5 seconds for anyone who believes you became from a freaking gorilla or ape or something. It's quite simple. See, boys and girls, if you came from a gorilla or ape, why is there still gorilla and apes? Why would some choose to evolve and the rest be like, nah, we're going to stay gorilla and ape because we enjoy playing in our poo and freaking eating bananas all day. Like, we enjoy not being that, switched on. We like just playing in our funk. We're not going to evolve. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like, we gotta get out of here. I'll catch you guys later for another vlog.